Hello? 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 Where? Hello? This is the right stream, Raid? Raid? You know what's crazy? You wanna know what's crazy? Turns out, my OBS connected to the wrong stream. It connected to, like, the stream that was for, like, the Thursday stream. So I was like, huh? I was, like, so confused. We're back, right? We're back to raid. Raid? Question mark? Okay, wait. What is going on? Hello? I'm about to cry. It's still lagging. Why? Why are you doing this to me? OBS. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Why is it lagging so much? Huh? Why is it lagging so much? I really don't understand. I'm so confused. Like, wait, it's not lagging anymore? It shows, like, cause it tells me that YouTube is not receiving enough video. I'm so confused, cause like, I put my FPS from 60 to 30 on everything, like every single thing, and then I put like the lagging thing to like everything to like S, like I put like everything to the minimum that is possible. I don't understand. Okay, maybe it's time that I have to upgrade my PC. Maybe it's my PC's that the issue, or my internet provider is the issue. Cause I last checked, I did an internet speed, and my internet speed had no issue. So I'm confused. I am so confused. Why am I lagging? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Why am I still lagging? I really don't understand. I have to figure this out, cause like on my OBS it's still in red zone, and like I really it's just mind-boggling. It's still I don't understand. Hello, no, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you have a lovely day. You welcome to the stream. Welcome. I just don't understand anymore. Nothing makes sense, cause this is not the first time that I had tech issue. Cause last week I actually also have like a tech issue, the last stream, and it also has an error issue. Like the ZATSUDAN stream, the Christmas ZATSUDAN stream, there was like lagging, and then the Marvel Rivals stream that I had also had issue. So I was like, oh. And then now it's like the important ZATSUDAN stream has issue. So I'm so confused. It's a lot better than before. PC goes grandpa, and that wants to rest in New Year's too. I'm not letting it rest. No, it's crazy, cause like I actually like literally restart the PC twice before the stream. That's one. I even let the PC rest for like half a day before I turn on my PC. So it was like more enough time for the PC to rest. And then after that, I also did like some settings for like 2 hours straight. I was like, huh? And then after that, I was like trying to figure out, like I did a lot of like OBS settings. I even did like a test stream on my own to make sure that everything works out. But it's still lagging. I was like, huh? Like, why? I don't understand it. Why? I put everything, like the settings should be okay. I just don't understand why it's like so bad. Gregrol? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Gregrol, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you have a lovely day. I have a lovely day of you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Welcome. Damn, Grandpa, you've got issues? Well, it's the PCs that have issues. I don't know why. Technically speaking, the PC has been like overworking a lot, and when it's a preparation for ECN Live, I did push my PC to a lot. It could be because it's like pushed too much to the point that the PC is dying. So technically speaking, there's that. I wanted to thank someone for the gifted sub. Oh, it's Senya. Senya did the 10 gifted sub earlier, like gifted membership earlier. So make sure to thank Senya for it. Maybe PC is dusty. I actually cleaned my PC during Christmas. So Christmas was the only day I actually took an off day from work. And then before I streamed, I actually cleaned my PC. So I don't know. I'm confused. But I'm also like, I have a bit of like sus. It could be because of the internet provider. So like, it could be a lot of factors into it. But I genuinely think it could be number one. I have to like upgrade the PC. Number two is to ask the internet provider, because I don't know, I don't feel like the internet provider, I don't know, I feel like it's not, I'm paying a lot for the internet, but it's not on par from what I was expecting, because I asked them for the highest possible speed. By the way, I live in the city area, so like in the capital city, so it makes 0 sense for internet to be slow. Like, huh? And then there's that, and then my other thing is I genuinely think it could be the PC issue, because I felt like there are times where I felt like the PC's already like not, because my graphics core and CPU itself, it's not like the latest one. When I built my PC, it was like at least a couple of models before, so I don't know. Your pronunciation is fine. Okay, that's good. I feel bad when I mispronounce people's name. PC needs rest too. I let it rest for quite a while already. It's Korean internet though. Exactly. That's why it doesn't make sense. Okay, if you don't know, if you don't live in Korea, or if you've never been to Korea, Korean internet is known to be like fast, like supposed to be high speed internet. Like you could have internet access to anywhere and everywhere, and it should be fast internet speed. But I just don't understand why it's not fast enough. I don't know, it's because of like the PC issue, or is the internet issue? I have very little doubts it's the internet issue, but like there are times that I have doubts it's a PC, because like the PC speed is not on par from my previous internet provider, so I'm just a bit like conflicted, because I don't know, but it's also, it could be because of the programs and a lot of things that's running in the background. Since like in the background I have a lot of like tabs open, like a lot of programs running, a lot of tabs open, so I reckon it could be that, and like the graphics core and the CPU and the GPU basically is not handling it well, because the model, it's when I built it, it was like I think it was like at least 2 models before the latest one, and that was like 2 years ago ish. So it's quite old in a way. If I would be sensitive to it, I would have picked my OG username. Okay, that's kind of true. That's kind of true though. That's kind of true. Kind of true. You built your own PC? Technically yes. Technically yes. I did build my own PC. And this PC is actually like I asked Zero to help guide me because Zero is like a PC fanatic. Like, he knows a lot about building PCs, so I actually asked him for help, and I also asked Korea for advice on like some PC ports as well, because he lives in Korea, and he has more like experience and stuff. So I did ask him for some like where to get some stuff, and like if it's if it's okay, if the price is okay, and whatnot. So I basically asked him as well, and then I built him a PC from there. But there, like, most of the hardware stuff, like, in terms of, like, I guess the other stuff are like, by myself. Like, the keyboard, the mouse, basically, the things that is more catered to me, are, like, I found them myself. But, like, when it comes to the PC parts, I have to ask, like, Zero and Korea, because, like, I'm not that... You know, I'm not that good. I don't understand PC port as well, which is kind of a bit ironic because I did study about a foundation year in PC hardware PC building with some coding for like a year-ish, but like I forgot a lot of stuff because that was really, really long time ago. Use raisin. Do you call it raisin or raisin? Raisin? I call it raisin. Raisin CPU, maybe 12 core. Never had issue. The one I'm using is... Actually, I don't remember. What do I use? I don't remember my own PC ports. Mate, I don't remember. If people ask me what PC ports I use, I don't remember. But I did have plans. So this is one thing that I thought of. I did have plans to like upgrade it this year, because I've been thinking of upgrading the storage space for my PC, because ECN Live took a lot of storage space. In fact, it took like at least one quarter of my storage space, and it's still sitting there, obviously. It's still sitting there. I just haven't really gotten the time to like figure things out because it's still like ongoing. And then I've been talking with like Zero on upgrading my PC for quite a while. It's just that I've been so busy, I haven't got the time to like do anything about it. Because if I were to like upgrade my PC, it means I have to rip out my PC, and then I have to like, it takes time, you know? So I was like, but now like I have a bit of time, so I'm like asking Zero like, oh, when is he available to help me out? He's gonna rip his air out. I built 4 PCs to date, gonna build my 5th this year. Ooh! Oh, you mean 2025 or 2024? Because 2024 is ending in like, I would say, 2 hours. Is that only 2 hours? So I reckon you're saying 2025? Question mark? But what I'm curious though. What are you planning to do for 2025? And also, what do you think of like the original song? How was the original song for you? Was it good? I just want to talk a little bit about the original song. By the way, I'm not gonna do like a very long Zatsu today, because I did have something that I want to finish before 2024 end. And like I'm actually planning to stream for the new year. So on the new year at night, I'm gonna do another stream. So that's gonna be fine, I guess. Cause like 2025, 2025, a new year means new year resolution, right? So 2025, I'm gonna do like a new year resolution stream together. And I'm definitely going back to a lot more of content creating and doing more of like streaming. Like I'm going back to doing more stuff compared to 2024. Because 2024 I didn't do much stuff in terms of content creating wise. 2025, I got a new PC this year on Fab. Like I bought the pause and had a pro build it for me. Oh, okay. That's actually quite wise, because like sometimes if you don't know how to build a PC and then you just build it without knowing how to build it, you might accidentally damage the ports. And if you've bought the ports or built PC yourself before, you would know it's really expensive. Most PC build parts are really expensive. Like they cost hundreds of dollars, sometimes 1,000, especially like GPU. Yeah, GPU costs a lot. Yeah, GPU costs a lot of money. Like I think I think it's like the GeForce RTX. I forgot what model it is. I forgot what model it is, but like I remember there was this model. Like I think it's the latest model. It's really big. Like I don't even know if my current case could fit it, but I've been wanting to get one because I heard it's really good. But it's so big and it's so expensive. Like I heard it costs like at least over 1,000 to 2,000 ish. There's even like 3,000 ish for that graphics. And I was like, is that GPU? Is it called GPU or CPU? I forgot. But it's like it costs that much money, and I was like, wow. I was like, holy. More than 12 hours for me? Oh, wait, because you're in Canadian time. You're like on the other side of the world, mate. Of course it's more than 12 hours for you. Well, for me, it's like less than 2 hours. Well, in 2 hours, because it's like about almost 10. It's almost 10 p.m. here. First PC ever, so I thought motherboard had Wi-Fi in it. Alright. I can see that. I can see why you thought of that. If you never, cause like, I mean, if you've always used laptop and most laptop came with Wi-Fi installed into it, you would have assumed that PC also has Wi-Fi installed into it. Jokes on you, no. They do have like the internet LAN port for you to connect the LAN cable to, but they do not have Wi-Fi for you. You gotta have to install it. Like there is like I believe it's either you get the external one or you gotta buy like a port specifically for Wi-Fi's purposes. What I did was I bought an external one because I just can't be bothered to install a specific Wi-Fi port onto my motherboard. So I just bought an external Wi-Fi. Like I just bought an external Wi-Fi. I think, and then just connect it onto it. Like it's like you just use the you just plug a USB onto your PC, and then it just connects like a Wi-Fi. But it's kind of ironic because I never really used that function. Because there's no point. When you already have like a LAN cable connected to your PC, I don't see the point. I don't feel like there's a point in it at all. I guess so. Always practical to have Wi-Fi in case, but Wyatt in is the best. Yeah, wired LAN cable is definitely the best. It has the most stable, and okay, in my opinion, I feel like wired LAN cable is the best because that's the most stable connection compared to Wi-Fi, and I think it's like you have affirmation that it's gonna stay connected. Unless you plug it out, you will not lose internet connection. Unless your modem also loses internet, then that's a different story. But like for Wi-Fi, if like there's no connection, then well, you're screwed. It's faster. Yeah, it's also faster. Stable and faster. I know that people would say like, oh, but there's 5G Wi-Fi, blah blah blah. Jokes on you, 5G Wi-Fi is 5G Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's fast if you're using your phone. But just to let you know, 5G Wi-Fi is not that stable. The most stable Wi-Fi is actually 2.4. If you don't know, you know when at home, in your house, you know in Wi-Fi they have two. Usually they have these days at least. They have 2.4 and there's the 5G Wi-Fi, right? So most people think that 5G is the stable and the fastest Wi-Fi. Jokes on you, it's actually not. The most stable Wi-Fi is actually 2.4. It's not the fastest, but it's the most stable Wi-Fi connection you have. But on the other hand, 5G is the fastest Wi-Fi, but I wouldn't consider it the most stable Wi-Fi. So it's like you gotta take the risk of one or the other. Whereas for LAN cable, wired cable, it is the fastest and a stable connection. But the downside is because it's wired, you gotta keep it connected to your PC/laptop all the time. The moment you unplug it out, then you don't have internet. So that's like the difference. There are pros and cons, but I just feel like LAN cable is definitely better, I guess, than Wi-Fi. Well, that's my own opinion, of course. But I don't know. I don't know. And it's like run 100 meg cable in your house. I don't know if 100 meg could even. What do you need 100 meg to run in your house for a LAN cable? You're gonna bring it everywhere you go? Like, even including the washroom, the bathroom? You're gonna bring your whole setup to the bathroom? You're gonna get electrocuted, man. You're gonna get electrocuted there. There's no way you're gonna bring it all the way there. But anyway, let's... game is game. Doesn't work that way. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the Nightmare song. I guess I won't say song cover, but it's not song cover. It's an original song. Oh, I'm so used to saying song covers because I've never like this is our first original song. So it's like I keep saying whenever I say song, it comes hand in hand with song cover instead of original song. So, it is what it is. PC and shower in bed, outside to get fresh air, no limitation. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's what in that cafe works. not for our house ones. Is it waterproof? It's not. You're gonna get electrocuted. You're gonna die. Do not bring electronic devices into the bathroom, please. Especially in the shower. Okay, if you're gonna bring it in the shower, put it in a dry spot. Like, okay, not gonna lie, I do bring my phone into the bathroom when I shower, to listen to music, I guess. But like, I have this one specific area that is like dry, and to make sure that my phone doesn't get wet and stuff. I mean, it's like a phone. It's not like my personal phone. It's like a phone that I use for like spare purposes. So it's like there just so I can play music when I'm showering. That's fine, but like if you bring your whole, I don't know, your PC or laptop, I don't freaking know. I don't think it'll survive. Don't forget, there's water vapor for a reason. There's condensation for a reason. Hello, Lottheo. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you have a lovely day. Have a lovely day of you. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Life is risky. Make it more fun. Nothing like 120-volt cable in the show. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, do not do that. No, don't ever do that, please. Don't ever do that. Don't risk your life over that. I know you wanna, like, I know I say this before, live your life with as little regret as you can, but not like that. Don't. There's a difference between stupidity and living your life with as little regret as you can. Okay, that's a whole different. There's a lot of difference in that. Okay, no. Once again, congrats with your original song, Kai. Thank you, Senya. Thank you. Come on, yo. Not gonna lie, I actually cry a little. Why did you cry? Actually, I did. I was watching along with y'all. When I was watching your premiere, I actually teared up a bit. I actually did. Like, it hit hard. I actually did. I guess the part that hit me really hard is probably the middle part. Yeah, the middle part. Haven't listed yet. You should if you have not. If you have not listened to it, I have linked it. I've pinned it in the linked comment. I pinned it in the chat. You can go to the description box and I've actually linked it there. Or you can just simply go to the channel and it's already over there. I've just released, well, the Nightmares, which is our original song. I keep almost saying the song cover. I keep saying song cover. Our first ever original song has officially released. Well, the MV version has officially released and premiered about an hour ago, slightly more than an hour ago, on our channel. Please have a listen. So a little backstory. That song was recorded about, I would say, actually that song has been in works for, I guess, because now it's December 31st. It has been in works for over 2 years. So, so it's ironic because Nightmares was supposed to release back in 2023. Yeah, it was supposed to release in 2023. Yeah, it was supposed to release in 2023, which is last year. But it didn't release because there are a lot of issues in the graphics department. Like, not graphics department. It was more of like the editing department. The main editor just procrastinated and ghosted me for a very, very long time. And what's ironic was that editor was a friend of mine. Well, a friend that I used to trust back then. I'm no longer in talking terms with them because I found out they've been using me for a lot of stuff. So I kind of not cut ties officially. Well, in a way, it's kind of cut ties, I guess, with them already. But not the current editor, okay, not the editor of Nightmares, not this one, but the original intended one. So that happened. But Nightmares, the lyrics was written back in 2023, early 20 until all the way to yeah, it was in 2023. It finished, I think we finished the lyrics around 2023? Question mark? mark? Wait, I gotta kind of find it, cause like yeah, so it finished around 24th of March 2023. So we finished like the lyrics then, like at like back then, 2023. So it's like last year in March. Yeah, because being a content creator is hard. It is hard. I guess it is hard. This is why when a lot of people say like, oh, content creating is easy, or like everyone can do it. It's just a matter of like whether you're dedicated to it or not, or whether you're willing to push through. It is easy, but there's a lot of hard work and effort, commitment, dedication that you have to put into it. So like, it's not just like you hit the stream button and then once you end stream, that's it. No, there's actually a lot of things behind the scenes. A lot of people take it for granted that it's like, oh, content creating, if that's easy, I could quickly do it. Nah, it's not. There's a lot of like QC, also known as quality checking. There's a lot of things that goes into it. But like, there's a lot of things that goes in. There's a lot of brainstorming that goes into it. I don't want to go into in detail about it. But so we actually, so the original draft and stuff and the finalizing of the lyrics was like finished on 24th of March. We actually have like the English version, but we originally wanted the song to be entirely in English. But then I felt like it would be nice to have some Korean and Japanese. I wanted to add like Chinese into it because I speak all these 4 languages. I wouldn't say like fluently, but like to a certain degree, I can speak 4 languages: English, Chinese, AK Mandarin, Korean, Japanese. So I wanted to add in 4 of them, but I ended up only adding 3, which is Korean, English, Japanese, into Nightmares, because I couldn't figure out how to put in where and how to put the Chinese words into Nightmares. So I ended up putting like having some of them there. But if you look at the MV itself and the subtitle section, you'll be able to see like the translated version. Even like, well, not just the subtitles, like in the MV itself, you get to see like when the lyrics comes out, you can see like on the subtitles is the entire lyrics, the actual lyrics itself, and then in the graphics part of the lyrics, you also can see like the translated lyrics of the song itself. So like I will have the lyrics into the description. Actually, I realized I didn't actually add it in. I plan to do it later. I'll update the description of the MV itself later on. But that was that. And then the thing is, we finished all this composition, it's like all the music related stuff, everything in like March, right? Then the mixing and stuff finished, I think, in like I think the mixing finished around, I knew the mixing finished quite early in the game, because like I'm not gonna lie, the mixing took quite a while, cause I know like I cringe at my own. Cause if you listen to my current set of skills with the Nightmares mix, it's just like very different. So I think we finished it around so the mix finished in like April. Like we had the mix, like the full mixed finish back in 25th April 2023. So it's like 1 month after the whole lyrics and lyrics recording and stuff done, we had the mix officially done in like a month or so, right? That was how fast it is, cause like I help in with the lyrics and stuff, so actually like we compact everything really fast. So since I'm already familiar with the lyrics and stuff, so I recorded it really fast. Just to tell you, a lot of the okay, I'm just gonna tell you, nightmares, the hums and ad-libs, in the background and stuff. A lot of, well, actually not a lot. All of them are like the harms and ad-libs were. Those are actually the first time I actually made my own harms and ad-libs from scratch. Like, I didn't commission another person to do my guides for harms and ad-libs, which I normally do for song covers. But for this one, Nightmares, it was my first time doing harms and ad-libs and making it from scratch on my own. I was like I was like so worried. I was like, does it make sense? Did it work and stuff? But thankfully, Timothy and Kwatsu, which are both of them did the time tune mix and master. They were able to like consolidate everything together and, you know, make it happen. So it sounds good, but I still cringe at my own vocals because like I can hear there are so many things that I'm hearing in the premiere that I'm like, okay, if I were to sing it now, it's gonna sound very different. Because I guess during this whole year, especially like 2024, I've released a lot of song covers in 2024. If you didn't realize, I almost released one I think I released one song cover almost every month or every 2 to 3 months this year alone in 2024. And during that progress, I've learned a lot of new techniques. I've also got a lot of feedbacks from like mixers, other vocalists, other V singers, utaides and stuff on how to improve how they sing, and I also kind of observe and kind of learn and some new tips and tricks, and I kind of discover a little bit of my own style a little bit, especially when it comes to like organizing essay on live. They're actually quite, you might see some sides of me that you have probably never seen before. Which will come out in 2025, so I hope you'll look forward to it. There are so many things that I've already planned for 2025 to be released, which I hope you'll look forward to it, because I'm kind of excited for it, but at the same time worried that it might make y'all feel like, who is this person? Is this actually Kai? Or like, oh, you know, this kind of thing. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, you know. Evening, welcome to the stream. Welcome.
Hey,
I hope you have a lovely day. Happy New Year's Eve. And it's been a while. Happy New Year's Eve to you. And welcome to the stream. Welcome. Happy New Year, Kai. Happy New Year to you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's been a while. Welcome. I also wanted to be. Also, thank you so much for being Elite Spectre. Thank you. I also wanted to be a content creator, but apparently I kept doxing myself, so I stopped. I mean, it's I guess it's kind of hard. Like, it depends. It depends on like your own. I don't know. I guess it depends on like how you wanna make it happen. Like, everyone has different ways of targeting or tackling content creating, because like I've seen some who are very open to what's sharing a lot about themselves, but there's also some who are more reluctant or more closeted into sharing their own about themselves. So it's like, it varies from person to person, I guess. Like for me, I'm like on the neutral state. I'm like on the fence in between, I guess, if that makes any sense. I think. I guess it's like on the in between, if it makes sense, you know. You need connection and stuff. Too bad I give up. Oh, in regards to connection, you can always make connection. It's a matter of like how and how, when, who, what type. There's a lot of things that goes into factors in terms of connection and whether they're genuine or not, and what type of connection you're planning to go for. Like, I've seen so many people who make pure business connection or just acquaintance connections. But for me, I'm the type where I lean towards genuine connections more than business connections. There are definitely some that I'm like still like business connections, but there are more genuine friendship connections than business connections for me, because I feel like it's easier for both sides, and it's like, I guess like you don't feel as much stress when you're having more genuine connections than pure business connections. But again, it depends. It varies from person to person, and it depends on the situation. For me, at least in my current situation, in my current standing, it's fine. But it depends on what project, what type of thing you're going for, and what type of content, what kind of branding it comes. So it really depends. It really depends. Like if you're in a corporate, most of the time it's more of a very business related connection. If that makes sense. No, it's only 8 PM. I'm just excited. I mean, over here it's almost 10:30, so it's almost New Year's Eve. It's almost New Year for me, but for you, it's probably still hours away. Put out a song cover every month, and he says he didn't do much. I mean, like, okay, in terms of streaming wise, I didn't do as much stream compared to like when I first started out, and like, and I originally intended to have like more streams in 2024, but I wasn't able to because I was more like focused with EC on Live. But unfortunately, things happened, and EC on Live got postponed to like a further notice. As the host, I have to figure out how to make sure that it still goes on. So like, I'm still like with the new, because good thing is right now I'm working with a new production team that I can like, they're a team that I can trust, and they're very professional, and we're still in talks about when we can release it, but I can trust and I can guarantee the quality that they can put out. So it's like, this is a production team that I can actually put my trust in and guarantee for quality stuff out from them for EC on Live. Even though there's gonna be definite lot of sacrifice and additional funds to be forked out, but it is what it is, moment, you know. But yeah, I still don't think I did a lot. I did release a lot of song covers, I guess, but like, I still don't think it's, in terms of content creating, like, it's more in like song cover, but it's not that much on like my main content. My main content has always been more in like the ZATSUDAN and like streaming, variety streams. But in 2024, it was more on like song covers, more on singing stuff. But I'm not a bass singer. I'm not a utaite, so it's like, it's kind of weird. And I can't really say that I sing well either, so it's like kind of weird. It's kind of weird for me. Kai looks so cute in this model, so fluffy. Oh, it's probably because of like the art style that Mama Novi drew me in. And like, she drew me younger instead of older, even though it's 2.0. And I guess it's also because of the physics, because it's more like livelier and bouncier. Like, there's more physics to it compared to like 1.0. Because 1.0 is more of like slightly more stiff, and it's more webcam focused instead of like iPhone. Because right now, 2.0, I've been using iPhone tracking like AR kit and stuff. So it's more physics, more like expressions and stuff compared to like webcam, I guess. But I still, in a way, I still like my 1.0 because that was like the starting from my PNG all the way to now. I feel like it's still been a journey. Anyway, back to the original song. So I was supposed to release like Nightmares for May 2023 or like November 2023. Same like the lore video, because it was supposed to be that. But because of like the original editor that caused all the problems and stuff, it also happened to the lore video, which is kind of sad, because the lore video cost me way more than it should have. It's purely because it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to say. People take things for granted. I kind of got low-key scammed. Okay, this is kind of sad to say. Low-key, quote-unquote, scammed. And made use of out of my own kindness to pay for the welfare of the studio's graphics / artist team, which is not my responsibility, but I had to pay for their welfare. Basically, I paid for their hospital bills and stuff, but it's not my job to. There are a lot of things that went into it, and a lot of like there's a whole drama about it, like internal drama, and the artist that was originally supposed to draw my lore video, the first artist ghosted us after basically ran away after doing like the bare minimum of the art, and then ran away with the money. And then the second one was the studio's that studio's team of artists decides to give lots of excuses, like they were sick, they were unwell, they overworked, and then they had like they were like overworked to the point that some of them failed, some of them had deficiency, blah blah blah, and I had to pay for the hospital bills or like stuff like that. And then they gave up with excuses like things like they don't get paid until they finish the project, which is still far from being finished. So, but they don't have the money, they don't have the funds to pay for the bills. So they asked me to pay them first privately, and then and it was not a small amount, and it's not a 1 or 2 time thing. It was like a lot of things throughout the entire year. So from like 2023, and actually it started way before 2023. It was like 2022-ish. So it's like, because I really drew like storyboarding since like 2022. So 2022 all the way to like 2024, like early 2024, it happened. It constantly happened throughout. So I reckon I probably spent almost, I don't know, I didn't keep tab on how much I spent, but I spent more than I was supposed to, and I practically spent enough to make the lore video into an animation. That's how much I could spend. I literally couldn't spend. Well, not an animation. Like the original storyboarding had like 80 panels of art, but they cut it down to like half, and they're not like detailed half panels, because they said it was too long, and they're like, if we add more panels, it's gonna be more costly and stuff like that. So they cut it down to half, and then they gave me that amount. But the thing is, the amount that I paid them is equivalent to more than 80 panels plus detailed plus background plus full bodies plus a lot of things. So basically I'm paying them more than I was supposed to, and at the end of the day they didn't finish it. So at the end of the day, it wasn't the studio that finished it, but it was the team leader of that studio that actually left the studio that ended up doing it, like finishing it. Like it was basically a team of like one quality checker, one artist, sorry, two artists, and like one editor to finish it all together. And then I was like, bruh, I gave you like 2 whole freaking years. what? I was like, ha! And by the way, it's not even like animation. Like if it's like animation, I could probably understand. But it was just, I know illustration takes a long time. I really do. Like I've been so patient. I've been very, very lenient. But like, I was like, when I told other people about it, they were like, Kai, you're just being too nice, bro. When it passed like 6 months, or like even in like the 3rd month, when they start asking you for like welfare money, you should have already like dropped out from this. I was like, So yeah, well that happened, and then so Nightmares was in a similar case. Originally, Nightmares was supposed to be done by that same set studio, but they delayed it by a whole year. And then, so I actually asked Jackie. Well, actually, as a backup player, I already asked Jackie in advance. And then I asked Jackie, and then Jackie was like, "Oh yeah, I'll definitely draw it for you." And then Jackie did an amazing job in like drawing everything together. So she finished it way in advance. Like, I don't remember specifically when, but way in advance. But the original editor was one of the team leader in that art studio. And that art studio team leader, he was like telling me, oh, to make up for all the welfare, stuff, and like, all the issues and like delays with course 2 as kind of like a payment, quote unquote payment, air quote payment. I will edit your original video, your original song for you. It's gonna take me like 3 months to edit because it's original and it is over 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, can you finish it by this specific deadline? And then I gave them like till November, because at that point in time it's already over. It was I don't think they could. I really knew they wouldn't finish by May 2023, by the way. So I really gave them like a deadline. They said yeah, they could finish it on December. Sorry, in November 19th, 2023. Because I was supposed to do it that way, right? That editor, that original editor, was like delaying. Every time I ask for an update, he delays and say, oh, I was busy at work, oh, I'm sick, oh, I'm in the hospital. It's just like a lot of excuses. And he also asked me for welfare money as well in between. So at the end of the day, I still pay him. I still pay him for the quote unquote welfare money cost. I don't remember. I didn't keep tabs on how much I pay him. I probably should. I guess in 2025 I should probably start keeping tabs on what I paid and stuff like that, I was just being too nice. I was just being too really understanding, is what a lot of people have been saying to me. So that happened, and it was up to like March-ish? I think it was like Feb or March 2024. I asked for an update on the original song, and he had the guts to tell me, Kai, actually, I don't know I can finish it or not. I'm not even like 1 minute in. And then he sent me the preview. That preview was 5 seconds. And it was like, I was just like, bruh. I just went like, bruh, 1 whole year, almost like a year, you gave me 5 seconds. It's pretty obvious that you procrastinated and you practically did not do. You did not work on my original song MV at all. It's very, very obvious. It's like, it's just straight out there obvious, like right in my face. Like, I'm like, bruh. Scammer behavior. I guess, yeah. Welfare money, yeah, welfare money, quote unquote welfare money. And then after that, I was just like, yeah, that was it. That was it. I was like, yeah, that was my last show. I could not handle it anymore. And then thankfully at that point in time, Mons Day, which is our current manager, our current manager, she, God bless her, I swear, after she became our manager, I told her the whole situation. I was like, Mons, I'm desperate. I need an editor to, like, I really want to, like, showcase Nightmares for our Model 2.0 debut. It's been way overdue. I was supposed to showcase it in, like, 2023 debut stream. This video was made dedicated for Spectres and with 1.0 lore. And I was telling Mons about it, the whole story, and Mons was like, holy, that's crazy, mate. I was like, I know, right? And then thankfully, Mons helped me out in finding an editor, which is Yuta. Crazy enough, we managed to finish Nightmares MV in 2 weeks before the debut stream. In 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks before the debut stream. Literally, we finished it. So during the 2.0, if you were there in the 2.0 debut, you technically have already heard Nightmares, as the original song, but it was not the finalized MV. We had to do a lot of corrections, so that was like the draft version, but it was like the finalized draft. And then we were like, okay, this is it. We can at least show this. We at least have something to show. You know? So lore video was out, and then we had like this Nightmares to showcase on the W2.0. The reason why I took so long to like showcase Nightmares MV, like the final MV, was because number one, after the whole 2.0 debut, I was already in works with about Issei Life. Like, I was already on about Issei Life for a very, very long time. But at that period of time, I was already very, very packed in, like, busy schedule. And on top of that, my brain, I don't know, okay, not really, but, like, I was thinking of making an event, like, not really a competition, but, like, an event for our very first original song released, but I ended up not doing it because I felt like after all the drama that happened, and I promised Spectres, especially Spectres, that I'm gonna release it this year before the year end. I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna wait till 2025 to release the MV. I'm gonna release Nightmares on 2024. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna release it on the 31st of December, before 2025. So it's kind of like something it's in a way like something for myself, to tell myself like, this is the end chapter of 2024, of everything, all the struggles that happened, things that happened back then with that whole situation, with that art studio, that whole issue. Those are in the past. Those are done. Everything from there is in the past. We're gonna move forward to 2025 with a clean state, and we're gonna go in clean slate. Everything's gonna go in a positive aspect. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna do better in 2025. We're gonna release better stuff, and like, you know, make things better. So it's like, it was kind of like a close in the chapter, you know, like closing a chapter of a very, very long story drama. that happened with a person. Yeah. So that happened. I didn't tell a lot of people about it because I kept it to myself purely because I feel like. By the way, I didn't name drop the person because it's just very bad, but like in general, I just felt like it is what it is, and it's like, I guess in a way I've opened my eyes to see how much stupidity I have, how naive I am towards people. Like, I see the good in people for too much. Like, I trust people too much in that aspect, I guess. And I experienced it during ASEAN Live as well. Like, the reason why ASEAN Live got like postponed twice was also because of a similar issue where, because of one personnel downplaying a lot of stuff, and it caused the whole production to fall out, and then fell through, and then like we're literally on the final stages. Basically, we just need to go through the editing, the production stuff, the literal production stuff, because all the assets are already there, so we just gotta put everything together. But because of this one personnel, nothing went through, and they downplayed the time despite like the constant, like, I've been telling them to like start early, but they didn't. Things happened, and then yeah, so ASEAN Live had to get postponed twice. That happened in 2024, and after the postponement, I talked with a new production team that I really I can truly trust, and they have genuine experience. They're actual professionals. They're a team of professionals. I've seen their work in progress. I've seen their resume. I've seen their works. They're actually really good. So, but the down thing is, definitely I have to fork out more funds. Again, ASEAN Live is a pure passion project. None of the people are paying a single cent. Like, the only time they pay any money is if they want to donate to the concert, or if they outsource their own stuff. That's the only time they have to pay money for the concert. Everything else is all by me. So it's like, you know, I was like, so it's like, with a new production team, I do fork out additional funds for the production team to work on ASEAN Live, to take up the project and to make things happen. But unfortunately, not everything could be used on ASEAN Live because of the production costs. That's one. The other thing is because of the time limit. Because we have a time limit due to some personal stuff within like ASEAN Live. There is a time limit that we have to stick to, and due to the lack of time, there's a lot of things that have to be scrapped out, which is kind of sad that I couldn't include everything in, despite like, it's like a lot of things that I paid for are gonna go down into the drain, or not used, or might never see light of it. I don't know if I don't even know if anyone's gonna see light of all those stuff that's been paid before or been done before, but like a lot of stuff is gonna be like scrapped. How much? Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, more than half of the things is gonna be scrapped out of ASEAN Live. More than half of it is gonna be scrapped out, and we're in talks of, instead of having a 2-day event, it's gonna end up being just 1 day because of the amount of things that have been scrapped out. So it's just kind of sad that a lot of things is gonna go down the drain or never see light, despite all the efforts and time and money put into it. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I still just want ECN Live to be a very impactful and memorable concert for a lot of people, and to hopefully inspire people to perhaps one day do their own, concert. Because I feel like you don't have to be like honestly, you don't have to spend a lot of money to make your own concert. It's just I was like a crazy person. I am a crazy person. A overly crazy, passionate person to spend that amount of money and like amount of time, and even like pay for all the participants models for the concert itself. So it's like you don't actually need to spend a lot of money to host a concert. You can even do it in live 2D format, but in a way, I just kind of hope that could inspire other people, or other their own fandoms or their fans would appreciate the amount of effort that their Oshi are putting to their Oshi is doing, the amount of effort that they did to make the concert happen. Cause how do I say this? Cause it's like, I don't know, you don't really need to be a corporate VTuber. You don't need to be a very big VTuber. You don't need to be a V singer to host a concert. If you want to do something, research about it, and then put in effort, put in time, dedication, effort. Sometimes you might have to spend some money to make things happen, depending on how large of a scale you want to do it. But it's like, I've seen a lot of like concerts done by other content creators, and they don't spend a lot of money. They did like huge big scales concert, but most of the time it's done by like big indie VTubers or corporates. I rarely see it's done by like smaller content creators, and I'm like kind of sad. What's worse is most of the time they give like, how do I say this? They put it more on like, they highlight more on like influential content creators than like, basically look more at the numbers than the people with lesser numbers. So it's like, it's on live. I know there's some prolific influential content creators in ECL Live. I know. It was, genuinely speaking, it was not on purpose. I swear it's not on purpose. It's just by chance. I didn't expect them to accept it. Okay? But there are definitely a lot of underrated ones who didn't get the chance to shine on stage. And I was like, I'm hoping that ECL Live could be an inspiration to let smaller content creators and give them a chance to shine on stage and inspire them. That's the pure thing that I wanted them to experience. And, stuff like that. And also, some of you might have wanted to see your Oshis on stage and like hear them collab or duet. Some of you might have like never heard. Like, for example, some of you want maybe some of you might be from like a fan of Kiria, and then some of you might have wanted to hear like Kiria and I duet, because we've never duet before. We did chorus collab before, like Woven Fates and Hold It Down, Interstellar Journey. No, Kiria is not Interstellar Journey. Like Woven Fates and Hold It Down. Yeah, there's two other ones that we've collabed in a chorus before. We've never duet before. So it's like, maybe one day we could duet, but we've never duet. I still don't know if we ever would. Or like, maybe like, for Lime, maybe you want to hear a different side of Lime, Or like, someone else from ECN Life. Some people that you never thought if like I would duet with, or some people who are like, you've never heard before, and then you're like, oh, you found new people that you might want to listen to their songs on ECN Live. That's the kind of thing that I want to let show y'all. through EC on Live. It's kind of like a showcasing session, talent showcase. Bye, hello, welcome to the stream, welcome. Welcome to the stream, Happy New Year's Eve. Welcome to the stream, welcome. Hello. Oh, right. I nearly forgot. Since like in Korean time, it's almost the New Year's. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 여러분 새해 복 많이 받으세요. But yeah. So yeah. Oh, but yeah, in 2025, basically tomorrow, I will be doing a New Year's resolution stream as well. So we will be writing our New Year's resolution where I will type out things that I want to do in 2025. Hopefully we'll be able to clear it. And I actually am in talks with Manny-chan of starting a new series. Well, I don't know if it's a series or not, but it's like kind of a series. Not Siri? I didn't say Siri, I say series, okay? Siri, don't react. Sorry, my phone just, the Siri came out of my phone. But like, I am planning to do a new series. It is a series that I've been thinking of doing since last year. It's just I didn't have the time to actually sit down and do it. But now that it's on live, I can leave it to like the new production team to work things out, and basically I have more room to breathe now compared to this year. Sorry, not last year, this year, compared to 2024. In 2025, I think I have a bit more time to breathe, more space to breathe. I'm gonna start a new series, a new content series, and it's gonna involve Reddit. So if any of y'all use Reddit, you'll probably will know. But like, I'll probably tell you more tomorrow once I get the clearance for Manny-chan, because I'm still like thinking of the title of the series. Okay, you know what? I'll let y'all know once I got the title of the series out and like, you know, all the clearance and stuff for the series. Once that series is out, I will let you know, because it is a series that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. It's kind of like a social experiment for me. It's kind of a bit of a social experiment, but like, it is something I look forward to, and it's been a while since I look forward to making this kind of content. I've never done it on our channel before, so I kind of want to do it. And then another thing is, there are gonna be a lot of, well, I guess I was originally supposed to release like a song cover on Christmas, but I was not able to get it done. So expect one song cover to release in January. Yeah, in January. I think Sword Night. Yeah, like Lunar New Year-ish. I might release a new song cover on Sword Night. Whether the theme matches the Lunar New Year, I do not know. But there will be a song cover that might release on Sword Night. It was originally supposed to release on Christmas, but I didn't get it. Like, it wasn't finished on time. Yeah. So yeah. I was planning to. That pause made me think of 1 VTuber company, 2 idol group, 3 something crazy. Say yeah, you know me, free. I would not be able to start a VTuber company. Neither would I be able to start an idol group. But it's ironic though, because in 2024 I did talk to a couple people about starting an indie not idol group. I don't really call it idol group, but like an indie group, like a group of people that sings like a unit. I don't call it an idol group because we're not really an idol group, technically speaking. But yeah, in 2025 there'll be a lot of things that's gonna happen. A lot of things that I think will be kind of fun for some of y'all, I guess. Hopefully y'all look forward to 2025 as much as I do. And definitely, I do want to stream a lot more. And start releasing stream schedule, because the other day Alice was just talking about, like, she called me a coward for not releasing stream schedules. But it's just like, I was afraid of releasing stream schedules for a period of time, because I was picking up a lot more work than usual for ECL Live, and like a lot of things were happening behind the scenes, mainly because of ECL Live. And like a lot of projects were planned for 2025, thus I didn't have a lot of time to stream. But now with like more room and more space to breathe, more time for myself, I'm planning to do it on doing more streams, definitely. Because I really miss streaming. I miss the time where we hang out a bit more, release more content, and like, you know, I just miss those days where we used to like just fool around and just not really fool around, but like actually enjoy ourselves during streams and stuff, and not worry about like, I guess, like, in terms of, like, whether this is gonna make it for this deadline, that deadline. It's just like, there are just too many things in, like, behind the scenes that happened. And then, like, being the sole person dealing with, like, of course I got, like, Manichan to help me out, but, like, there are just a lot of things on our plate that was just impossible. So, it is what it is. We don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, the people that I talk to, most of us we're all in different time zone, and yeah, we're all in different time zone, and we don't have much, like, I don't know, because, like, I don't know, I feel like I don't have much to contribute in that unit. If I were to make a unit, within the people that I talk to, I feel like the only thing I can contribute is just quality checking and probably MV directing. Maybe financially as well. Like, these are the only thing that I could probably do, because that's like the only thing that I can do. Anything else, like giving feedbacks on like mixing, vocal stuff, nah. I don't have that music background. I'm not good enough for that. I don't have that set of skills. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to commit. Speaking of, I think Kyria is on his way into being a mixer. And actually, like, I believe Kyria mixed Lime's new song cover for 2024. Like, the latest one. I think it's for the end of 2024. I think Kyria did a mixing for it. And he also released one of his own song cover that he did his first mixing. I was like, Kyria, yo, sheesh. I feel kind of like Kyria has been like kind of busy these days, so it's kind of sad. Like, I know a lot of Kiridaji misses like Kyria, and honestly I haven't really talked to Kyria a lot. Like, I only talk to him like once in a while to check out on him, and like we're both super duper busy. I feel bad for a lot of you, because like some of you are like Kiridachis and some of you are Spectres, some of you are like both sides. So it's like you kind of feel bad sometimes, because like Kyria hasn't really been streaming much. He hasn't really been doing a lot of content creating because he has been so busy in real life stuff, and like he did have a lot of time to do content creating stuff. Even like up to like Christmas, he was still busy. And I was like, yo, you're crazy. But like, I feel like he's slowly gonna have more free time. Like really, really slowly though. I just don't know how, when, or how. But I feel like he is definitely growing a lot in terms of content creating wise. And I'm very, very proud of him. Like, I used to remember, like, back when he released his first song cover. I mean, I feel like his vocals have improved a lot. And now he's even doing mixing and mastering. Like, he's becoming a mixer. Like, that's crazy. I could never. And on top of that, he's like, streaming is like his streaming is always improving every time. So it's like, as someone who has seen him from like day one till now, I can't help but be proud of him, you know? It's like you're watching a kid grow up in real time. And as a friend, it's kind of weird for me to say that. It sounds like I'm really old, but I'm not that old. Well, technically I am older than him, so. You always do something unexpectedly crazy. Do I though? Am I that unexpected? Like, can you not? Am I that bad? Am I that unpredictable? I don't know. Am I? Because I feel like I'm not that bad. I feel like to a level, I am unpredictable. I am crazy. But I don't think I'm that crazy to the point that I'm like not predictable. Or like, you know. I feel like the one that's unpredictable are specters. You are the one that's like, I cannot predict. Because like, there are times that you'll all appear out of nowhere, and then sometimes you're like, hello, I've appeared. And then sometimes you're like, hi. It's just like, I cannot expect y'all. I can't read y'all sometimes, or most of the time. I don't know. Oh, but there's something that I've been thinking of doing for 2025. I don't know if it will happen or not, depending on how it turned out. But I have plans of maybe in 2025, I kind of want to have, I don't know. It's ironic because, like, I just released an original song and I'm really thinking about another original song. Because there is this concept of an original song that has been stuck in my head for a really long time. I think since for quite a while. I can't remember since when, but like it has been there for quite a while. Like like I've been thinking about it for a very, very long time, and I feel like I might regret it if I don't put that into an original song, into an actual thing. But like, I'm also like, do I wanna? Cause like, original songs are hard. They're hard to make, and they're hard to do. Whether you'll enjoy it or not, it's just a different thing. Grandpa Walker, sure, giving you a benefit of the doubt. Why? Why are you doubting me? Why? What did I do to you? What did I do? I didn't do anything. What did I do? But like genuinely speaking, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I've been thinking about it for quite a while. I did talk to someone that I know who did make an original song before, and like, I mean, okay. I did talk to someone that I've been working with. Not working with. I worked with before, and they're definitely down to work with me on this concept that I have. It's just whether or not I'm ready for it. Cause I'm just like, you know, I'm like, do I wanna? Cause knowing myself, I'll probably I'll be so into it to the point where, like, if you look at Nightmares itself, I've given you a lot of like, a lot of like, you know. I know what you mean. I have this idea in my mind. Really? For many years? It's like you really want to put it out, but you don't know if it's gonna convey that specific idea. Like, is it gonna like showcase it? Will you do it justice? Like, there's that constant fear in me that I'm not able to accurately convey it properly. Like, even for Nightmares, when it released, I don't know if when you watch the MV and you listened to the lyrics. Okay, there's something I need to tell y'all. I'm the type, I don't know if you realize this, but I'm the type where I like to interpret MVs and song lyrics a lot. Like, a lot. And I'm more of like a storyteller kind of person. I guess you could tell from my lore video, I guess. I guess you could literally tell from my lore video. But Nightmares, when I came up with the lyrics with the composer and the storyboarding with Jackie and stuff, and the MV personnel, the MV editor basically, so I put a lot of, how do I say this? I connect a lot of the lyrics to the graphics of the MV so that it's easier for you to interpret it. But I also, I want it in a way that even if you don't watch the MV, you still understand and get like the emotions, the story being conveyed to you. But when you watch the MV, you get more of an in-depth idea of how the story plays. That's how I came up with, that's kind of the route I went with for Nightmares. If you actually watch Nightmares, okay, how the concept works is you have to watch the lore video first to understand Nightmares. Like, properly. So Nightmares is kind of like the continuation, or like the in-betweens of the lore video for 1.0. Because Nightmares and the lore video that I released back in May of 2024, they're connected. Because they're all for 1.0 lore video. They were supposed to come hand in hand with the lore video for Model 1.0, not Model 2.0. They're supposed to come hand in hand. There's just a lot of the production side that screwed up. But they're supposed to come hand in hand for Model 1.0. That's why it's a bit, you know, outdated. like a whole year outdated. But like the lyrics and the title, like, I know the title, okay, the name of the song is called Nightmares, but it could go both ways. When you listen to the song Nightmares is in the way where it is a nightmare, but it's also a metaphor. So it could mean literally, but it's also a metaphor. To understand it, you're gonna watch a movie and then tell me the movie. You're gonna watch the MV, and then after watching the MV, let me know your interpretation in the MV comments. Let me know, because I kind of want to know what's your interpretation of Nightmares. But Nightmares is also a song dedicated for specters, basically what the Wakahik was. That's why I wanted to have that specific part at the center, where I guess that's the part where most of you got emotional, which is the part where it shows Spectre Sonas in the whole frame. Some of them are no longer in the community. I guess some of you could have guessed. Some of them are no longer in the community anymore. Some of them moved on. No longer moved on because of, in real life stuff, or they left VTubing. They're no longer interested in VTubers, or they moved on to another VTuber. That's perfectly fine with me. I've already said this way in advance before, since day one of VTubing. People come and go, so it's like, I guess in a way, it is a bittersweet story. It is kind of proof that they were there during the start, even though they are not there now. Even though they're not there now, here now, they were there at that period of time. So even if they do come back, it's like a proof, kind of like a proof, oh, I was here before, and to be able to come back with open arms, it's like, oh, I'm back home, that kind of feeling. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I mean, if it was in your mind for a very long time, for very long, then it was meant to happen. I guess so. Maybe I guess so. I can't say yes, I can't say no, because I feel like there's still some fine-tuning needed, but I kind of decided, because my main problem when it comes to making the original song is deciding on what kind of genre that I want to release it in. Because if you realize, Nightmares is not a ballad, it's not blues, it's not pop, it's not it's not rock, it's not it's not even J-pop or K-pop or anything. It's I don't even know what genre it is. It's closer to anime song, but it's also J-pop? Question mark? I don't even know what genre it is. And it's not EDM either. So it's my problem would probably be deciding on what genre to fit the original song in so that it conveys well. And other stuff, I guess. Maybe. But yeah. Also, if you're not in Nightmares, if your Spectre Sona is not shown in Nightmares, that is absolutely fine. I hope you don't feel discouraged, or oh, or I hope you don't have negative feelings, you feel discouraged or jealous that, oh, I'm anything to it, okay? I said this on the Discord server. If you're not in the Discord server, please do join the Discord server. It's in the description, by the way. I said this in the Discord server, but Nightmares, this was made, this was worked on for over 2 years. So if you joined this year, 2024, 2023-ish, don't expect like late 2023. I mean, don't it's kind of it is like I just need you to understand that it is very hard for me to insert you in out of nowhere, okay? Because this has already been worked for over 2 years. So if your Spectre Sonar is not in the Nightmares MV, don't be discouraged. Because don't be discouraged or disheartened, basically. Don't be upset. Don't be negative to it. Okay, please, don't come after me. This MV was really made when like our community was so much smaller. Like back then we had like less than 1,000 subs, or like we just hit 1,000-ish back then. But there will be chances. There will be. I do have future chance. I do have future plans to include Spectre Sonas again. In the near future. Like it could be soon. It could be in 2025. It could be any time. But once I do plan to include y'all, I will announce it on Twitter, on YouTube, on Discord, on Instagram. By the way, I've been trying to use Instagram a bit more as well. I'm doing my best. I'm really doing my best. I'm trying to understand social media, okay? And I'm also trying to use TikTok, okay? I'm trying my best. You can see I'm trying to branch out a little bit, but I'm a one person. I'm too boomer to understand TikTok enough, and Instagram, but I'm doing my best. There's a lot of things that's been updating, and I'm too behind time to understand a lot of things. But I will announce it when I need, or if you are interested to submit your Spectre Sonar for whatever project I'm working on. If you don't know what Spectre Sonar is, it's basically a Spectre plus Persona, basically your version of Spectre, which is our community name. I don't really like to use the word fan base, but it's like technically our mascot, our fan mascot. If you look at our bottom, your screen on your end, on the bottom right side, you see that Spectre floating there? Yeah, that's how the mini Spectre looks like, okay? If you watch the Nightmares MV, you get to see like there are different types of Spectres that were shown up. And there's the humanized version, and there's the Spectre Sonar, like the Spectre version. There's that. So if you want to make your own Spectre Sonar, go ahead, make one in advance, or just in case, if you want to make one, and then when a time comes where I'm asking if any of you want to submit your Spectre Sonars via Google form, I guess, most probably via Google form, please do submit it. I do have plans to make at least one project to have your included, like kind of like an updated version, because Nightmares was back 2 years ago. It was back 2 years ago, everyone. So yeah, I kind of want to include it. So when that happens, keep a lookout for it. I will definitely post on all social medias, and hopefully we'll get a bit more people to join in compared to the current one. Even if you don't want to submit it, it's fine, because Spectres, everyone, all of our entire community is being represented as a Spectre. So that is absolutely fine, okay? So like I said, don't be disheartened if you're not shown, your Spectre Sonar is not shown in Nightmares MV, because technically you are represented as a Spectre. That's why in the frame you get to see Spectres, and you also see in Spectre Sonar, like the Spectre version, you also see like there is a default Spectre there for a reason, okay? So yeah, don't be disheartened, okay? It is what it is, John. Maybe it's called the Kaissics. It is what it is, John. But yeah, hopefully. I feel like slowly I'm branching off like over time you'll slowly stop seeing, not stop, but like over time, there are very little projects that has my 1.0 model left. So okay, it's kind of ironic. There are still some collab project that I'm in for quite a while, and it's still not released. I don't know when they'll be released, but it's still not released. And the thing is, they still use my 1.0 model. Okay, so I don't know when it'll be released. I don't know how far into it they'll release. I've asked before, but they themselves don't know. So if they don't know, I wouldn't know. But when it's done, then it's out. It is what it is. But over time, you'll slowly start to see 1.0 fade away. Just remember, 1.0 is still part of me. Doesn't mean that it's not part of me. It doesn't disappear. Every single model that I use, it is part of me. And in the future, who knows? You might get to see 1.0 somewhere, somehow. Like, I always include bits and pieces of my past models into any aspect of whatever I'm doing. Like, literally every single thing. So, yeah. So it's like, over time, you slowly get to see 1.0 model gone and away. Like, bye-bye kind of thing. But it's still there. Sorry, I was deforesting. Deforesting? Are you playing the forest? Are you playing the forest, my shits? Where do I submit again? Oh, it's not out yet. I'm still thinking about when. But when I'm asking for your Spectre Sonas, I will announce it on all SNS and Discord. I will make sure to like add everyone on the announcement when I need your Spectre Sona to get submitted. When that happens, make sure to submit, okay? It's not out yet, but when it's out, I'll let you know. Yes, I'm deforesting the game in the forest. Wait, you're actually playing the forest? Like, actually? I have not heard of that game Forest for I have not played like the forest for a long time. But yeah. I do have one last thing I want to say before the stream end. I'm actually dragging in time so that I can wish everyone a happy new year a little bit, because there's like 30 minutes ish until New Year. I do want to say like a quick recap of 2024, I guess. I actually have something for you all for the end of 2024, but it's just it's taking a bit of time for me to release it, so I might actually end up releasing it tomorrow, like after the stream or like in the middle of the night or something like that. Basically, like the next 2 days, I will start sending it out. But I actually wrote letters, not the physical letters, unfortunately. I used digital. I actually wrote messages to some people, and one of those people are basically Spectres. I definitely wrote one for us, for the entire community, to recap 2024, and it will be I will send it like after the stream end, basically. And then 2025, our first stream probably will be a New Year's resolution stream. But in general, I don't know. I feel like 2024 has been a roller coaster, right? I don't know. I feel like 2024 has been like ups and downs. Like, behind the scenes, I've been faced with so much obstacles and so so much difficulties. To the point where I felt like giving up a lot of times. But then, like, in terms of content creating wise, and then in real life too. But then I realized actually it's kind of ironic, because when there's downs, there's gonna be ups, you know. 2024 is the year where I've tweeted this like yesterday or earlier today. I tweeted this out. I was like, 2024 is the year where I got to like collab, interact, be friends, you know, work, you know, contact with people that I looked up with, I was inspired by, you know, never thought I would be able to work with them with, you know, like lots of people, like even like some dream collabs that I never thought I would be able to do, some dream projects that I thought it would never happen. A lot of first times was also done in 2024. Like, there's so many things that were a first to me, and at first I thought like 2024 is gonna be my worst years, but like thinking back then, actually, I can't say it's the worst, neither can I say it's the best, because there are a lot of ups and downs, but 2024 is definitely the year where it's one of the memorable year for me, especially like in terms of content creating, because 2024 is the year where we hit over 10,000 subs. Ironically, it's also the year where I got to like work on 3D stuff. It's also the year where I got to, you know, host KaissArm live. Even though it got postponed, but I was able to actually properly work on KaissArm live with a lot of talented people, and, you know, actually be friends with a lot of the people that I never thought I'll be able to. And also, like, I don't know, like, there's so many things. Even, like, there are, like, people that I really genuinely thought they wouldn't, like, they would, like, care about me, or, like, they would, like, I follow them on Twitter for some times. I subscribe to them on, like, YouTube, including my personal account, like, my personal, not this one, not my VTuber account, but like my personal account, since way back then. They noticed me, and I was like, "Who are you lost?" So like 2024 was a lot of that kind of things that happened, and I was just like flabbergasted, because I was like, 2024 is supposed to be like the toughest year for me, because there are a lot of downsides than up, but it's even though there's more downs than up, a lot of the up stuff made me push through the down stuff, you know? In fact, 2024 is also the year where I actually made quite a lot of genuine friendship, where we think alike, our passion aligns, and like, I'm not talking about like temporal friendships or like business acquaintance kind of friendship. I'm talking about friendships that actually last, that I know will last, and yeah, like we're comfortable, that kind of friendship. 2024 is actually the year that I got closer to some people that I never thought I would, and interact with more people. Even though I lost some people, lost some, like, the community was getting smaller, and like I'm not as active in terms of content creating, but behind the scenes, I've learned a lot of stuff. I've built more connections. You know, I've improved in some stuff. It's like, I feel like 2024, it was much needed. Despite the fact that I didn't do a lot in terms of content creating, it was a lot of the learning process, the progress that I needed to improve as a content creator. I feel like that was what I needed to further improve our entire channel together. So, even though, like, yeah, in terms of viewership, in terms of monetization wise, it's not as good as 2023. I still think in terms of skill wise, in terms of brainstorming, in terms of the type of contents that I want to make, I feel like 2024 has a lot more contents that I can say like I'm happy about, I'm proud of, like I'm excited for, or like works that I've worked on behind the scenes and I'm excited to release them. A lot of the stuff that worked in 2024, I can't release that until 2025, because a lot of it is like the pre-production's done. Now it's just the production before it goes to the post-production. So yeah, so it's just like, I'm like, I feel like 2024 was the much needed time, quote unquote break, not break, but like the quote unquote break that I needed in terms of like constant streaming, irregular stream, I guess, and like not really like finding out what I want to do, learning more stuff that I needed to learn, improving wise, and stuff like, and so on and so forth. I feel like that was what I needed. And thus, we got here. We got here. We got to a point where we're ending off the year with an original song. We've released a lore video, a whole out lore video with an actual voice acting that I did. But that was like overdue AF. Will I ever do voice acting? Maybe. Maybe in a less cringe way. Vocal wise, have I improved? I feel like if I were to say yes, I guess, kinda. Compared to 2023, I feel like I might have improved a little bit in terms of vocals wise. Content creating wise, not much has changed. It's just like I've been thinking out a lot more programs to make, a lot more series that I want to do. One of it is the one that I was talking about that I kind of need to get confirmation and the title and like stuff. I already have the concept down. It's just whether or not like we can do it. It sounds like I'm going through the corporate, like I need to get confirmation from the higher ups or something. No. It's more of like I need to think of a title. I need to think of what I want to do it. Like, cause if you most of you know me by now, I'm the type that I have to once I think of something to do, a project specifically that I'm doing. Once I think about it, I don't do it half-heartedly. I go through all the way. Like, I will think it thoroughly. Like, I will be like, okay, I got this concept. I'm gonna brainstorm how I'm gonna do it. And then, how is this gonna work? What kind of title I want to make it? Will this work out or not? And then, I'll put it on a trial. Like a trial test. Then from there, how long it's gonna continue. And so on and so forth. That's how I usually do when it comes to content creation. It's kind of like if you're like a manager or you done management job or project management job, especially, you probably understand what I mean, because that's usually how it starts. Everything starts from storyboarding, concepting, especially like if you're in anything creative aspect usually go from there. So like that's where I come from. And then recently I also started taking, thanks to Alice actually. Alice is streaming right now, so I'm not gonna really say much. Thanks to Alice, I kind of recently started taking interest in doing a bit of digital art. Like behind the scenes, I'm not doing it daily, but like at least I would sit down. These days I did do like a bit of art. And by art, like, I don't know how many of y'all seen it already, but like I did tweet like like, okay, not the Christmas tree. Please forget about the art that I did in Christmas tree. Please. That's the worst art. That's a horrendous art that I've ever done. But one of the art that I've done that I posted on Twitter the other day, I think it was like 26 December-ish after Christmas. It was like an eye art for Alice that I did. I started doing a bit of eye color, like eye painting, that kind of ish of art. I'm trying to learn back art a little bit and find my own style back. It's kind of like I'm going back to that journey where I'm taking a little bit of interest in art. At the same time, behind the scenes, I'm also starting to learn a little bit in 3D stuff. I kind of want to learn a bit about Blender a little bit more. Because like when I was working at Easy on Life, I started taking up a bit of interest of how Blender works. And because I do lighting before, I'm kind of like a lighting personnel before. So I'm kind of interested in how to do, like, instead of using After Effects, I kind of want to see if there's any way to do a digital lighting for stage lighting in 3D. It is possible, like a DMX lighting, obviously. But in real life, there's a lot of limitation because your lightings are usually set on place. Whereas in digital wise, you could literally put them at anywhere, at any point. So like, I've taken interest on it, and I'm currently I'm watching like tutorials and like studying on how it works. So it's like I'm learning a lot of things at once, yeah. At my own time, obviously. Like own time and own pace. It's just to like upgrade my skills a little bit, because I feel like I'm not really doing as much of like creative skills upgrading. I'm doing more of like the brainstorming, the management part. I'm not really doing the other side, you know. 3D Blender, yes. I'm learning on how to do it, but I'm not to the point where I actually know how to do it yet. I'm still like learning the basics of the basics. It takes time to learn because it's kind of like a bit confusing. Because I'm still not used to the UI in Blender, and I'm still learning how different versions of Blender works differently, apparently. So, like, I'm still learning of that. Maybe one day I might pick up how does Unity works, or I might pick up how Unity works, or what's the other one? Unreal Engine? Because all these things, all these 3D-ish things, and Unreal Engine, and like Unity, all these things, I started taking up interest of it because of Easy on Life, by the way. Blender is Blender, actually. I'm also learning Blender. I feel like these days, back then, a lot of people look down on like Blender. But recently, I feel like a lot of people are starting to learn Blender a bit more because of the how do I say this? A lot of animations and stuff are like, I feel like a lot of people are more leaning towards the 3D, 4D, 5D aspects than just leaving. I don't know, cause like back then we're so like 2D was the trend, was the thing that we're obsessed about. Like I would rather have 2D than 3D. But now it's more of like, I would rather have 3D than 2D, which is kind of ironic, because 2-3 years ago, like 2021-ish or so, if you see a 3D VTuber, you are probably not as excited about seeing a 2D VTuber. But now, when you see a 3D VTuber, you're probably excited, way more excited than the 2D VTuber. It's kind of ironic, right? I guess it's also because, like, over time, people realize, as, like, I guess over time, with more technology, more advancement of technology, there are more usage on 3D, on how 3D works, and like there are more like function for 3D, and then I'm not saying 2D doesn't have, but like there are more freedom in using 3D than 2D, like in terms of movements wise, like especially body movements, etc. But in 2D wise, it's more of a frame by frame kind of thing, or like you have to edit it in a very animation style, which is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Like for example, Live 2D, you won't be able to move your hand around unless you have like an animation or like a hand tracking device. I don't know. But if you have a 3D, right now the technology works that if you have a 3D model, let's say even you have like a V-Roy model, right? You can use a simple webcam. You don't need like expensive equipment. You can just use like a webcam, and your model could move around. You could move your hands, you could move your body around, and it could be easily set up. Like, I feel like that's what makes it so much more appealing for some people these days, because there's like more freedom and more, I guess, usage with the advancement of technology, I guess. But again, that's the current trend. I feel like as time passes by, we might go back into like 2D is the trend again. We've seen that pattern happen before, so it's not surprising if it doesn't happen again. I'm just saying. Actually, I'm also letting Blender because of the idea I have in my brain that is rent-free in my mind. Suggestion, though, Senya, just a suggestion. Always write down, okay, this is just a suggestion, okay? Always write down your concept, your ideas on a notepad and like whatever that you use that is accessible for you. Always write it down. And then once you conceptualize it, and then because sometimes when you're learning a program, you might end up forgetting that idea or concept that you're doing, like entirely forget it. Like I've been there before. It might be at the back of your mind, but at that specific important part where you're trying to remember it, it's just poof, gone. So always write down your concept. If you have any idea, this is not just to Senya, by the way. This is just to anyone and everyone out there who has an idea, okay? Always write it down, join it down, or even online, whatsoever, however you want. Anywhere that's accessible. You can do it in Google Docs, you can do it on like, I don't know, your notes on your phone, on the computer, or like there's a software for it, or like a program for it, whichever. Note it down, write it down, or do a mind map, whatsoever. Always do the whatever idea or concept you have, put it all in there, and make sure that you remember where it is, or like, and that it is easily accessible for you. Because when you're learning something, somehow when your brains tend to get overloaded when you're frustrated, or when you're learning new things, your brain has to like kind of absorb a lot of things, right? So whatever that idea or concept is, it could go to the back of your brain, or it's like a secondary thought. I don't know is this scientific proven, but this is just from like my first-hand experience, okay? When it goes to like a secondary thought or like a back of your mind kind of thing, you might end up forgetting that idea or concept of yours, and it might go to the point where it disappears for a very, very long time. How long? I do not know. But there have been times where it disappears on the very most important time where you're gonna write things out, or like it just disappears to a point where you don't remember, and then after you finish everything, you remembered that concept of idea, but it's too late. or you end up never remembering it, but it's always like at the tip of your tongue, but you just don't remember what it is. So it's like, it's always a good idea to jot it down and write it down. Otherwise it could be gone forever. So yeah, just always do that. But all the very best on learning Blender. I said, yeah, I wish you all the best, because it is not an easy task. I'm also learning it. Learning, it is kind of complicated. It is kind of rough. It's kind of tough, but we all have different levels of different ways of like learning stuff. So, and different speeds. The good thing about self-learning is we don't have to follow the whichever lecture like speed. We can always learn it at our own pace. So that's a good thing. As long as you keep being disciplined, like you're very disciplined, like you're determined and you're committed to like at least this particular time, or like you're dedicated to that time to learn whatever that stuff is. Like for example, Blender, you set a time for yourself. This is more of like time management, I guess. Like you don't procrastinate on learning, then you should be able to learn it really very fast. Like at least the basics. Because and it's also important to have a good foundation. Okay, always important to learn a good foundation. Another tip is ask for advice or feedback from people who are more experienced than you. Be open towards learning as well. That's something that I've learned. Because if the moment you're very arrogant or you're egoistic or you're not willing to learn or receive advice or feedback, especially constructive ones, good luck. Because you're not gonna improve, you're not gonna learn. I've seen it in real time when people, they just end up like, I know, like being a know-it-all, they just, this and that. Yeah, they don't learn anything and they just go stagnant. It's fine, I guess, for some people, but like when they start asking like, oh, why am I not progressing? Why am I not improving? And then you tell them and they're like, no, but like this and that and then this. I'm like, bruh, that moment. But of course, take those that is necessary to you and that you need, not like you don't. Like, don't take it too sensitively, I guess. Does that make sense? So yeah, but yeah, all the best on learning Blender. So Gabriel, welcome to the stream, welcome. I hope you have a lovely day. I have a lovely day of you. Happy New Year's Eve. It's almost a new year for me, but like happy New Year's Eve to you too. Welcome to the stream, welcome. Congrats on your original song. Thank you so much. Have you listened to it though? I hope you did. If you have not, I have it pinned in the chat, or you could go to the description or go to the channel. It is on there. You can have a look over there. Also, after this stream, I'm actually planning to raid Alice. Wait, looking for Alice. Yeah. After this stream ends, I'm gonna raid Alice because she's streaming right now. Very rare moments that we are streaming in similar times, and like I'm not collabing with her, but we're streaming similar times. Very rare, very rare. So like after this streams, when it hits like 12, I'm gonna say Happy New Year, and then we're gonna end our stream because I have a bit of things to do right after. And I wanna send out the messages that I've written for everyone. The sole reason why I'm not sending it before 2024 ends is because I feel like if I do, it's kind of like cheesy. Imagine if I said it like now it's like, it's cheesy. Back to back cheesy. Ugh. Do you want cheesiness? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I just feel like 2024 is just crazy. I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of things I now that I'm thinking about it, there's quite a number of things that I just don't know how to feel about for 2024. Like, there are some things that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so proud of this. But like, at the same time, it backfires. The moment I feel proud about something is the same time that I don't feel proud of it. It's like imposter syndrome back over again. I don't know if that makes sense. But like, I don't know. Like, actually, what have I done for 2024? What have I done in 2024? Because 2024 alone, I don't think I have much done. I think. I'm literally looking back at the channel right now on what have I done in 2024. So in 2024, I know I released a lot of highlight videos and shorts when I was away, but those are like backlog from like 1.0 days. That my editor edited. There are actually a lot more, so you could expect them to be like appearing on the channel, even though like it is 1.0 model. It's like old clips, it's not new ones. I feel like 2024 I really didn't release much. 2024 I released Woven Fades. That was the first ever song cover to hit over like oh my god, hit over 50k viewers. I remember that because I'm looking at it right now. That was like the first time I've released a Hollow Stars song cover, and I was extremely nervous because it's Hollow Stars and yeah, and like, I guess in general, I don't know. I think part of me was like, I don't think a lot of attention would be paid to it because like there are so many people who are, because like Woven Fades was not a song that a lot of people pay attention to for Hollow Tempest, which is kind of ironic though. I mean in Hollow Stars, yeah. But like, I was surprised when the cover did really well in 2024 when it released. And then after that, the next song cover was Lunam. It was literally 1 month after. It was like Noctix, for Noctix anniversary. I released like a song cover for Lunam's anniversary, which was Uki's original song for Niji Sanji. So it's like, huh. And it also did pretty okay. It did pretty well. So I was also confused. And then after that, in March, I actually released 1 song per month. In March, I also released Niji Sanji's song called Kecho Desire. That song was a song that I actually did a lot of conceptualizing, because it was a song heavily inspired of What If We Are Seven Deadly Sins. Even the way we sang it was like my interpretation of the lyrics of the songs was more about the seven deadly sins. So that one also did pretty good, which I didn't expect it, cause, you know, and then after that was Interstellar Journey, which was the cover that I did. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do a very big cover, chorus cover, it gotta be Interstellar Journey, Honkai Star Rail, right? That was the largest, my first ever largest chorus song cover I've ever released. Cause there were like, I think it was there at 15. I think there was like 15 vocalists involved in that song cover. Cause the highest I ever had was like 4. No, 6. 6. Cause Hold It Down. Was it 6? I think it was 5 or 6. At that point in time, it was 5 or 6. So Interstellar Journey was like the peak of the peak. And to date, it has 67k viewership, and it's still, people still watched it to this day, actually. And I'm quite surprised. I thought people had already forgotten about Interstellar Journey, but no, people still watched it, which I'm actually surprised. And then after April, we go into May, which is the release of the lore video and our 2.0 debut, which is also when actually I first showcased Nightmares, but it was the draft version. So it was after May onwards that I didn't actually release any song covers, which is kind of ironic, because I did collab in between, but it's not on my channel. It's not released on like our channel. It was released in other people's channel. Like, I remember Taco. It was released in Taco's channel. Katsun channel was in, also had one, and I think these are the only 2. Yeah. And then behind the scenes, there were like other chorus collabs that I was already in way in advance. And they said they were gonna release it at this time and whatnot, but they did not. So I was actually confused, because they said they were gonna release it, but they did not. So I was like, ha. So yeah, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. And then October, just November-ish, EC Online was supposed to happen, but it did not happen. And then Moon Gazing, our birthday stream. Then followed by our original song cover. Original song, I mean. I keep saying song cover when it's not. When it's not a song cover. Stop calling it a song cover! Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year! It's 2025! Let's go! Happy New Year! Happy 2025! Let's go! It's 2025. Oh my god, it's 2025. I sound so excited for 1 second, and then the next moment I'm not. Happy 2025, everyone. Let's do our best for 2025. I did not release a stream schedule this week. Hopefully next week I will release one. But most of the stream waiting room are already up. Most of the streams waiting rooms are already up. You can already see it on the channel. For today's stream, since it's already 2025, tonight's stream, the waiting room will be up a bit late, because I actually forgot to tell Many-chan to make a thumbnail for it, so that is my bad. I think she already went to sleep, so we will have it up by tomorrow. Otherwise, it is what it is. But I will be streaming 9 p.m. on the 1st of January 2025. And then on 2nd of January 2025 at 9 a.m. GST. So, okay, wait. 1st of January 2025, 9 p.m. GST. We're gonna do a New Year resolution stream. And then on 2nd of February... January... Sorry. 2nd of January 2025 at 9 a.m. GST. I'll be doing a collab stream with Alice and Mad Dog. We'll be playing Mahjong Souls. It's my first time playing Mahjong. I do not know how to play Mahjong. So good luck. And then on the 3rd of January, I'm not streaming. I'm gonna work on some stuff. And then on the 4th of January, I will be streaming Code Vein, which is a game that I've been wanting to stream since last year. I can finally say last year! I can finally say it last year because we're in 2025. I've been wanting to stream it in 2024. Code Vein. I've been wanting to stream it in 2024, but I did not get to. So in 2025, we're gonna stream Code Vein. It looks like a game that is fun, and Alice recommended it to me. So I will stream it in 2025. Fingers crossed that things goes well. So that will be the stream for this week. All the waiting rooms are up except for today's stream. So that's my fault. So yeah. Okay. I will be posting my message to all specters in a bit. Maybe in the morning-ish or so. But just want to say thank you all so much for, like, you know, supporting me for the past whole year of 2024. It is officially 2025, at least for me and for some of y'all. I wish y'all a happy new year. For those who are still in 2024, hours away from 2025, I wish y'all a happy New Year's Eve. For those who are in 2025 right now, like me, I wish y'all a happy New Year. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Happy New Year, basically. In Japanese, it's just Happy New Year, I guess. So I hope you all have a wonderful 2025 ahead of you all. I hope you all had even though 2024 there's a lot of ups and downs, some of you had it rough, some of you had it well. I don't know. Either way, it is over, at least for me. So for some of you, things happen. It is what it is for some. But just know that you should always look ahead in front of you. I know the past can be rough sometimes. Sometimes, you know, things are tough, things are rough. Could be really dark. Sometimes you don't feel hopeful. But just know that as long as you're alive, as long as you have a bit of hope, as long as you like that spark in you, you should always do your best, or at least try to look ahead of you and move forward. You know, hope for the best. And hopefully your 2025 will do you better, do better to you, do better to you. And yeah, once again, thank you all for supporting me in 2024 despite the lack of streams and content from me in 2024. In 2025, I'll be doing way more as I have more room and more time for myself, and so which means I have more time to stream to you and more room for me to breathe. So we're gonna go back on content creating and stuff. I wish you all a happy new year, happy New Year's Eve. Again, 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Also thank you so much for you know, watching Nightmares, and it was a nice way to end 2024 with the original song MV. Hopefully y'all like it, and please do give a lots and lots of support and share it around for, you know, at the start of 2025. Hopefully it'll be a meaningful song for some of y'all for Nightmares. Let me know what is your interpretation and what do you think of Nightmares in the comment section for Nightmares MV. Let me know what you think and what's your interpretation. I would very much like to hear it. It's always like your interpretation, your thoughts of Nightmares, or like of a song cover, original song, that makes me like, you know, like my interpretation might be different from yours, and it varies from person to person, and that's what makes it interesting, because everyone has their own thoughts, their own views on stuff, own perspective, and I'm very curious and kind of want to know what's yours. So let me know in the comments of what's your thoughts, what's your perspective, what's your views on the original song Nightmares in the comment section of Nightmares MV, not this one, but Nightmares. And yeah, thank you so much for coming. I'm ending up the stream here. I really waited for so long just so that we could, you know, say Happy New Year. This stream, once it ends, we'll be rating Alice. Alice is streaming right now. She's drawing and doing a New Year's resolution while she's drawing. If you enjoy a drawing stream or just want to lurk and chill, Alice drawing streams are the perfect way to go. So, or a perfect way to go, or end of the year, or start the year, I guess. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. Again, thank you so much for supporting our channel for the 2024. I hope you'll continue to support our channel for 2025, and I'll see you in 2025. And continue supporting us for 2025, okay? I swear the tech issue caused us so much issue. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. If it's morning or afternoon for you, I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely day of you, and Happy New Year Eve to you, because that means you're still in the Eve section. If it's evening or nighttime for you, or it's in the middle of the night, and it is the new year of 2025 for you, Happy New Year's, and you're heading off to bed. I hope a good night's sleep, a good night rest. Please don't drink too much or party too much. Take good care of your health, and I'll see you on the next stream. Thank you so much for coming, and yeah, that's it for me. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. We will be raiding Alice after this stream ends, okay?